In the past, if you wanted a good dart blaster, chances are you would usually go for Nerf, right? Hasbro's Nerf, because you know at that time alternatives were like I know, yeah. But nowadays, you know, we have so many good options, and this is one prime example of that. This is the Dart Zone Pro Mark III. Is this good? Is their third iteration good? No lah, by the way, it's not like good, better, best, like 3. No, not, it doesn't work that way. But is this blaster a true, real alternative to the reignited competition of dart blasters? Let's read on to find out. Hey guys, this is Chester here. You guys are watching our channel right here at Chester and Unboxing. Today we'll be taking a look at Dart Zone Pro. Not just Dart Zone, but Pro. Nowadays I realize everybody's using the Pro moniker, you know, ever since iPhone Pro, then you got Xiaomi Pro, and then you got Dart Zone Pro, you know, all the Pro.
No! God, please, no!
I mean, yeah, it should be called premium, right? But Pro, but it's just a name lah. Anyway, so this is the Dart Zone Pro Mark III. So they used to have the Mark 1, Mark 1.1, Mark 2, 2.1, you know, stuff like that. But they are not iterations. So for example, if I recall correctly, the Mark II is actually a pistol that is top loaded. Like you could put a speed loader in there and everything. Then the Mark 2.1 was even better. The Mark 2.1 is a pistol with the magazine like a real life pistol, you know, amazing. So this is the Mark III. The Mark III is legendary. So a bit of fun story, right? So when I was playing a game, you know, a Nerf game, and then we were shooting around, and then this person was sort of promoting, you know, this Dart Zone blasters, and initially I wasn't too keen about it because, you know, I've always been using Nerf, and actually not really lah. My primary is actually a worker Hurricane, but fully modded out, you know, with the Bison kit and everything. When I was first looking at this, I was like, should I consider, you know? Then I was looking at online reviews and everything, and it was very good. Basically, it was very, very, very positive and all. So I decided to give this like they had one on, they had one to try out, you know. So I went to try out, and oh my god, I immediately fell in love. Like, I love spring blasters, but I'm not that strong lah, okay? So when I prime, right, in a game, you know, even if the game is just 10 minutes, 15 minutes, you prime, it's gonna be very tiring, you know. Like, you're gonna walk away with a sore left hand. So that brings us to this. This is the Dart Zone Pro Mark III. So if you should have observed by now that it is actually not a regular box, it's just a very simple box, because I didn't buy this at a retail store. I actually bought this from an e-tailer. So the box is pretty empty. So let's open it up and we'll be right back. So before I actually continue the unboxing process, right, just wanted to show you guys this blow up overview shot. So this is the rough parts of it, and we'll resume the unboxing. Okay, so we are back, and wow, that was a long unboxing. Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of items, so let's go through them real quick. You have the blaster itself, okay, more about this later, duh. Okay, you have darts, both long darts and short darts. So how many darts do they provide? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10.
Day 2, Day 3, Day 4.
So they provide 15 darts each. So 15 regular length darts and 15 half length darts. Okay, more about that in a moment. So why they give 2? So powerful. Okay, later. And this is a mag adapter for your full length darts and your half length darts. So more about this in a moment. This is a scope, a red dot sight. Okay, a full length magazine, half length magazine, and instructions and features on how to use your blaster. So you might have realized by now that why they give 2 sort of, you know, why do they give 2 lengths? You know, I thought usually a blaster would shoot either full or half, you know, why? So that's the magic sauce of this blaster. This blaster, right, it will not only accept your standard full lengths. Okay. It also uses this magic sauce. So when you put this in, right? Ta-da! It supports half lengths. So out of the box, right? This blaster actually supports half and full length darts. So amazing. That's like a very plus point right there already, because you know sometimes you want to play competitively, you use half lengths, right? Because you want to actually hit where you are aiming. Idiot darts. Yeah. But on the other hand, if you are going to be playing casually with friends, you don't kill them, man. Don't wreck them. That's the purpose of playing with friends, is to have like fun, you know, of your family. So that's where full lengths come in. So you actually can downgrade the blaster by using regular full lengths. The last accessory is a eye protection. So very, very, very important if you are going to be playing competitively. We're talking about anything more than 120 FPS. Generally, you want to wear eye protection at all times when you're playing. I look like a chemistry student. It supports both half lengths and full lengths. And one more trick up his sleeve is that, you know, if you remember the Nerf Strife, right? It was a legendary blaster, right? Like everybody really used it and modified the hell out of it, because that was a platform that has unlimited potential. But at its core, it was a flywheel semi-auto, right? But I mean, in time, like people could actually install full auto kits and everything. This blaster, you see this switch? No, this is not the M16, but it is actually inspired from the M16. So right now, it is set at it's set at auto. Okay, I don't know why it's called auto. It should be semi-auto. Yeah, semi-auto. Yeah. Okay, but with a flick of a switch, you could actually change this to full auto. So which means that so in case of you all don't know, semi-auto means that when you hold the ref switch, you see that this is the ref switch. Hold the ref switch, each trigger you pull releases one dart. 1, 2, 3, 4. Alright? Now, of course I didn't flip the switch back. So every single trigger you pull, you actually release one dart at a time. 1, 2, 3. But when you flick the switch to auto, full auto, all you need to do is you just hold the switch down, and then it will dum 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 dum, and that's it. It's damn sweet. Yeah, so I could see it becoming useful in situations where, in different kind of situations. So for example, if you're just, you know, shooting, if you're just firing normally, then you could just semi your way through, because you actually want to hit targets, right? But if you are facing like maybe a zombie game where you have tons of people to take down, and you don't have time to just like that. I mean, you could, yeah, but tired, you know, lazy. So you just like da 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 without actually moving my finger. So I could see in cases where it's very, very useful. Okay, these darts are actually the Pro version 2, if I'm not wrong. So it's good. I personally use worker half lengths. Actually, I mainly use full lengths. This is actually my very first like dedicated half length blaster. So woo, very excited. So you can actually fit it on top of your blaster. Just slide it on. Yeah, just slide it on. There's no like Nerf lock or whatever. You can slide onto anywhere on the blaster you want. I mean, hell, you can even, you know, put it there, but why? So yeah, that's for the red dot side. So the blaster, right, quite a few things to go through. We start at the rear. So the blaster comes with a stock that is adjustable. So this orange, press it down, you can adjust the length of the stock. So because this is not a spring based, so it doesn't really matter much. It's more of your own comfort, yeah, rather than being practical. Because you know, spring, right, you need to rest it properly, so that when you pull the spring back, you know, however you want it, right, when you pull your spring back, you will be able to rest the weight here, and your body can take it, rather than you try to like, you know, like that freehand. With flywheels, not so much, because flywheel is more of like, yeah, so you can actually adjust this. So this is the shortest, I could see this being useful in CQB, close quarter. Yeah, and then the longest is. This is a M4 buffer tube, by the way, so you can actually change this out to any other M4 compatible stocks. And this is the longest. So longest is a bit too long for me. Yeah, so I prefer more of a compact feel. So probably this is nice. I think. Yeah, I think. Okay, so moving on. So you have your standard Dart Zone Pro marketing Mark III. Okay. Setting it down here. This is a grip that is very comfortable. This is a silicone, like the grey part you see here. It's actually a semi-silicone rubber-ish covering. You can actually remove it if you don't like, but it's nice because it helps you grip harder. More like real life lah, you get what I mean. This is, we mentioned before already, the selector switch to switch between semi-auto and full auto. This is your trigger. This is your ref switch. Remember, for safety reasons, the trigger will not engage when your ref is not engaged. So you have to hold the ref down, then your trigger switch can move. Otherwise, if you never press this down, it will not move. This is your magazine release, as mentioned this also. So if you are using full length, so just use it, just press it traditionally, you remove out the magazine. But if you are using half lengths, then leave this alone, because you fit in, right? This will be your new magazine release for the half length magazine. This is a battery tray, more about that later. Okay, this is your standard Picatinny rail, 20mm, and one at the top, one at the front bottom. This is a very big-ish muzzle. Yeah. I know Out of Darts got sell custom parts for it, so if this is not really your type, it's not really my type, but if this is not really your type, you can change it out to whatever you want. Yeah, I could see when you disassemble it, you could remove this piece, I guess. Yeah. So yeah, it's a very big diameter in terms of the diameter of the muzzle. So yeah, this is just purely cosmetic. It's for you to rest your hands. Okay. And that's about it for the exterior of the blaster. Okay, so this blaster needs 8 AA batteries. You heard me right, 8. That's a lot of batteries. But yeah, it claims on the box, right? It actually claims, I mean, I don't have the proper box, but on its proper box, it claims like 150 FPS and beyond, depending on how powerful you say it, or you outfit it. So what do I mean by that? What do you mean by depend on how I outfit it? So here's the magic sauce. When you unscrew this, okay, I'm going to demo in a short while, but when you unscrew this, you have 8 AA batteries, right? But when you see the battery tray, right, there's actually a very small little screw at the center of the tray. Okay, remove that screw and you will actually uncover an XT60 connector. Okay, for the uninitiated, XT60 connector is the universal connector for LiPo batteries, lithium polymer batteries, which makes your... This is out of the box, yeah. I haven't even used a single screwdriver, and yet it's made for us, That's what made me fall in love with this blaster, because I didn't even need to modify. Like when I used the Strife, right, I had to modify the heck out of it. When I bought the Worker Hurricane, I have to rewire the heck out of it. Nothing. This nothing. You want full, put in. You want half, put in. You want battery, put in. You want LiPo, put in. It is just like that. Just so simple and amazing. Okay, so now before we actually go into the firing demo and everything, let's measure the dimensions of this blaster first. Okay, so overall length, okay, so shortest. Overall length when shortest, it is 61 cm or 24 feet. At its longest is 68 cm, that's 27. In terms of height, it is about 20 and a half cm, that's about 8 feet. Okay, in terms of width, it is slightly thick, but it shouldn't be too annoying. In terms of width, it is about 7.5 cm or 3 feet. What am I saying? What feet? No, inches. Yeah, no, I'm like, feet. Without further ado, let's go on to try out the actual blaster now. and we will show you the footage of the firing demo and everything. Here we go. Okay, so now we have streamlines, full length with 8 double A's. Okay, here we go. This is semi. Now this is full auto. Now we have half lengths and double A's. Here we go. Semi. And now we have full auto on still double A's, half lengths. Here we go. Now we have full lengths running on 2S LiPo. Okay, semi. Here we go. Now full auto. Now we have half lengths, 2S, semi. Now we have full auto. Now we have 3S, full length, semi-auto. Now full auto. Okay, so we are back, and wow, that was a very fun playing experience for me. It's amazing. I mean, I have a lot of positive comments about this one. So, what do I have to say? This blaster is amazing, and the only downside of it is some people have reported that the when you're firing full auto with full length darts, it might cause a little bit of feeding issue. Not issue, but it tends to not be stable or consistent. Just stick with semi and you'll be good. I mean, you can fire fast, like you can like, it's fine. You can just fire it fast. Yeah, you don't need to like wait for it to cycle, finish the whole round. So second thing is the price. So I bought this at a discount, at a very big discount, but usually it is quite pricey. So, but then again, you know, when you consider the proposition of this versus other modified blasters, like you cannot compare this with Nerf blasters at the retail price, because you need to factor in the cost of the for example, the wiring, the soldering, the skills, and the time and effort put in. This is out of the box, so it's pretty much justified that it is, you know, that price. That being said, the high price tag, the initial price tag might be off-putting to some, but I just want to make a reassurance that it's high price because out of the box it is ready to rock. It is ready to go, man. Just unscrew, put in LiPo, done. You don't need to modify anything. You are saving the money. You are spending extra money to save time on your effort, to save time on your thinking, your planning. All you need to do is to just make sure your LiPo battery physically fits in the cage. So that's it. So all in all, I think that this is a very fun blaster to use, and definitely gonna be one of my performance blasters after I, you know, decorate a little bit here and there and everything. So if not, let me know what you think of this Dart Zone Pro Mark III blaster from Dart Zone. Yeah, so let me know in the comments also what you think about this, and if there's any point of improvement other than the things that I mentioned, how can they be improved? if not, that's all for this unboxing and review of the Dart Zone Mark III blaster. Like this video if you liked it, subscribe to our channel if you haven't done so yet. I'm Chester, that's all for today. See you guys.